it's one thing to build a website, you make a few hundred, a few $1,000s, but I discovered something called reoccurring revenue, because instead of doing 100,000 a year or 200,000 a year building websites, I'm doing 1 million, 2 million, 4 million in revenue because every customer just stays and they pay monthly. Reoccurring revenue changed my life.
Welcome to the Marketing Boost Solutions Podcast. Join host Marco Torres, co-founder of marketing.Boost.com, along with expert guests as they deliver incredible, proven solutions to your marketing challenges in each power-packed episode. Captain Marco has guided thousands of entrepreneurs, growing their sales and marketing through the use of value-add incentives. His Facebook groups are home to more than 84,000 entrepreneurs who are raking in sales with his advice. Get ready to be blown away with game-changing lessons for your business.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Marketing Boost Solutions Podcast. Today, I'm super excited to welcome a guest I think you're going to find very interesting and very relevant today. We're going to be talking with Joe Apfelbaum. Joe is the CEO of Ajax Union, a B2B digital marketing agency. Joe is a business strategist, a marketing expert, artificial intelligence consultant, and certified Google trainer. Joe's the author of 5 books, and his latest release is called High Energy Marketing. When he's not motivating entrepreneurs at events on LinkedIn, he enjoys his time with his 5 kids. I understand recently divorced as well, so a whole new chapter of his life coming soon. Joe, say hello.
Hello, thank you for having me in the program. Really excited to be here, really excited for our conversation.
Wonderful, Joe. I as well have been looking forward to this conversation. I've especially your recent launch of training course on artificial intelligence, which is a perfectly relevant content that I'm interested in personally, and I'm sure my audience will as well. One brief thing, Joe, about Marketing Boost audience, we're a community of entrepreneurs that use Marketing Boost incentives. If you're new to this podcast, Marketing Boost incentives, we provide the wow, surprise, and delight factor incentives to help grow your business, travel incentives. And so, Joe, have been using artificial intelligence a little bit with ChatGPT and writing sales scripts and email content, video. I use ChatGPT to help me write YouTube video scripts, but I'm a baby at it, so I'm looking forward to the conversation, with about your expertise using artificial intelligence. But before we do that, tell us a little bit. I understand you grew up in New York, and you got into marketing after watching your mother struggle with a boutique business in New York City, and it's frustrated, you watching her trying to get. I understand it was listening to one of your previous interviews, at watching her struggle with hoping to get lucky versus having a strategy. So tell us more about your background, how you got to become the expert you are today, and take it away.
So watching my mother in Lower East Side, it was very difficult for me because I saw her struggle. She was working 16 hours a day, trying to pay for the family. I'm a pretty big family. We have 6 kids. And so watching her struggle really lighted up a fire in me to try to find a way to be successful. And I didn't study technology. I didn't go to college. And one day I was really sad, and I went to my mother and I said, "Ma, I'm really, really sad." And she said, "Why?" I told her, "Because I don't think I'm going to be successful. You sent me to go learn to be a rabbi, and rabbis don't make money, and I don't want to struggle like you. I want to have a family, and I want to be able to pay my bills. I want to be able to give my kids a good life." And so she said, "Get in the car." And she took me to the Brooklyn Public Library. So then people used to go to libraries. Now people just go on the Kindle. But we went to the Brooklyn Public Library, and she sat me outside and she said, "Formal education, going to college, will make you a living. You can become a CPA, you can get a job." But she said, "Self-education will make you a fortune. If you want to be successful, you have to read books and take responsibility for self-education." And so I went into the library and I got books on computers. Even though I didn't have a computer at that time, I got books on computers. And I realized, I could really learn a lot from books. An author spends his entire life or her entire life writing about their experience, about their expertise. And then I go to the library and for free, I read everything, all the information, all the knowledge. I believe that the opening of artificial intelligence for anyone to access it through ChatGPT is the same as when the printing press came out, a couple hundred years ago. All of a sudden, everybody has access to information. So I built several very successful businesses. My agency, Ajax Union, grew to be one of the fastest growing companies in America. And I learned everything from reading books, taking courses, hiring mentors and coaches. I didn't learn it from going to school. So first I got a computer when I was 17 and I became obsessed with the internet and I started building websites. I actually wrote up websites by hand using Notepad. So I actually just wrote the HTML and I learned it by buying HTML for Dummies and buying several books and just reading those books and being fascinated. And I learned graphic design and people started hiring me to build websites for them. I built about 100 websites a year and it was just word of mouth. I wasn't even promoting myself. People would just find me. They would say, what do you do? I said, I build websites. And they would say, can you build me a website? So I built about 100 websites a year. And the big problem people were facing when I was building them a website, and I was very inexpensive. I would say, pay me whatever you want. Some people would pay me a few hundred. I remember the first time I got paid $5,000 to build a website, I was shocked. Now some clients pay me $100,000 to $200,000 to build them a website because it's very robust websites. But I remember the first time, so I remember a client came over to me, I built him a $5,000 website, and he said, Joe, nobody's coming. I said, well, if you build it, they will come. We built the website, nobody's coming. So I did some research and I realized you need marketing. You can't just build a website. If you build it, they will come is lies. And so I started to learn this concept called search engine optimization. 20 years ago, Google started to become popular. I don't know if you remember when Google came out, there was Alta Vista and there was like Yahoo and there was all this other stuff. And what I realized is that if you tweak the website a little bit, you can actually get a lot of traffic to the website. And so I started learning how to tweak websites in order to get traffic. And there were very specific things that you do to the website, optimizing it for search engines, that allowed the website to start ranking. And that's when people really started throwing money at me. Because it's one thing to build a website, you make a few hundred, a few $1,000s, but I discovered something called reoccurring revenue. And reoccurring revenue changed my life because instead of getting a new customer every time, I would get 100 customers, and now I have $1 million in revenue because instead of doing 100,000 a year or 200,000 a year building websites, I'm doing 1 million, 2 million, 4 million in revenue because every customer just stays and they pay monthly. So I learned how to do that, and then I discovered so many things about myself. Like I was afraid of public speaking, I was afraid of writing, I had money, but I didn't have confidence. I had money, but I didn't really know who I was. I had money, but I was frustrated. And so I started learning how to improve myself. I learned about how to find my core values and my purpose and my fears. And I learned about managing emotions and NLP and energy. I lost 100 pounds. And I really transformed my life. I went from a person who was very reactive, who had a fixed mindset, to a person who has a growth mindset and is very into personal development and very into awareness and very into finding ways to make a difference for other people. So now, after training tens of thousands of people on behalf of Google, I'm a certified Google trainer. I'm also a member of the National Speakers Association. I love speaking on topics. And now I have a new AI startup called Evy AI, EVYAI.com. And what we do is, because I've trained over 1,000 companies on how to use LinkedIn and artificial intelligence, if you go to EVYAI.com, you'll see this AI robot that sits on top of LinkedIn, and it actually writes content for you on LinkedIn. So it'll write posts, it'll leave comments for you. It'll send out custom direct messaging notes to people, like based on who you are. And so it's a very intelligent tool that now empowers and gives people a voice. A lot of people, like my mother, didn't have a voice. They didn't know how to write well. They don't know what to say in a comment. You need to leave 5 to 10 comments a day to stay top of mind with your connections. But what do you say? So artificial intelligence can write it all for you. and you don't have to be an expert. You don't even have to use ChatGPT. You just log into my software,
What
and
is
for
it called
free,
again? What is it called one more time?
it's called EVYAI.com. You can use it for free. It'll give you a certain amount of credits. And if you like it and you want unlimited posts, unlimited comments, unlimited direct messages, if you want unlimited, we charge just $29 right now. So, we want to help 1 million people be able to use the power of artificial intelligence together with sales and marketing on LinkedIn.
So I noticed, yeah, that you've been teaching about, how to use LinkedIn. And has that been just with this, or when you started this AI product, or previously as well?
Definitely been teaching how to use LinkedIn. LinkedIn's a very powerful tool. There's almost 1 billion professional users on LinkedIn. But most people, they don't know what to write. You have to post. What do you post? So this tool will take your goal, take your tone, and it will do 6 things for you: generate comments, write posts, leave recommendations for your connections, help you send messages. It'll optimize your LinkedIn profile. It'll send custom connection notes to people. So it'll tell them why they should accept your connection request. And it doesn't automate it. So it's not against LinkedIn's terms and conditions. It just drafts everything for you. So it just improves your workflow significantly. And so because I've had over 1,000 clients in the past 3 years that I trained them on how to use LinkedIn and how to use artificial intelligence, I have a new AI course that you mentioned earlier. It's called newaicourse.com, NEWAIcourse.com. And so we teach people how to use 20 different AI technologies, but then we realize that we have to create our own technology as well. And so we created a technology. There's over 6,000 AI technologies, and there's new ones being created every day. So we have over 500 clients right now. We grew very quickly. We grew that business, Evie AI, very quickly. We have 500 clients. We're going to have 1,000 before the end of August. And my goal is to really help 1 million people. So if I can make a difference for somebody, I believe that the secret to living is giving. I already have everything I want in life. I have my kids. I have, money. I have success. I have an impact. I found myself, and I'm just getting started. Now it's about making a difference for other people. And I feel like I'm in a unique position because of my skill, because I'm an expert at marketing and strategy. I'm a professional speaker and trainer, and I'm a software developer, that I have this unique skill set where I can help people be able to make a difference in their lives in sales and marketing, while at the same time growing their business. So I'm just really excited about the impact that I can make for people over the next decade. And AI is, like I said, it's like, remember I told you about the library? AI is like the library. It's like a place, it's like a hack, it's like a shortcut. And a lot of people think it's inauthentic, or they're scared of it, or they're not sure how to use it. And that's why we have a course, and that's why we do training. Don't be afraid of it. People think, oh, marketers are going to be replaced by artificial intelligence. Wrong. Marketers are not going to be replaced by AI. Marketers are going to be replaced by other marketers that know how to use AI. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
And so your competition is going to replace you if you're not leveraging AI, because AI lowers the cost of everything. I bought a new house in New Jersey. I have a massive garden. I have 10,000 square feet. I wanted to hire a gardener. They quoted me $10,000 to do my garden. What did I do? I downloaded an AI app that will tell me how to do my garden myself. Could you imagine if the gardener, instead of charging me $10,000 to do my garden, asked me, hey, would you like to use an AI app? And you could learn about each flower and each plant and each tree, and it'll tell you how to do it. And then we can start doing it together. And if you want, I can do it for you, and I'll charge you for, helping you. But I use AI. I know everything about every plant. I don't have to know everything about every plant, because AI will tell me everything and how to take care of it. And now you can trust me because the gardener shows up with AI. Instead, the gardener thinks I'm an idiot and just wants to charge me random amounts of money without me really understanding what I'm paying for. So a gardener that uses AI will make a lot more money than a gardener that doesn't use AI. So in every industry, this is in every industry: contractors, gardeners, designers, marketing, doctors. You can use AI to help you in so many different ways, but you just have to learn how to leverage it.
Wow. Joe, hold that thought. I'm going to take a break from our sponsor, Marketing Boost, and we'll be right back.
It's time to wow, surprise, and impress your clients with the most powerful customer draw card available anywhere. The Marketing Boost Solutions Show is brought to you by Marketing Boost, where you can get valuable travel and restaurant incentives to drive your leads from prospects to paying customers. Now you can offer complimentary hotel stays in over 130 destinations worldwide. Go to marketingboostsolutions.com and try it for free right now.
Welcome back to the Marketing Boost Solutions podcast. We're talking to Joe Apfelbaum, and we're talking about how to use artificial intelligence in nearly any industry. He's an expert using it on LinkedIn, has a number of products about that. He's an expert for using it and training you how to use artificial intelligence for nearly any industry out there, or I should say every industry out there. Joe, continue to give us some of these value bombs of information. And one more time, let's go through some of the areas. I'm going to share my screen where we can find some of your stuff. One is your Evergreen.
Yeah, so this is Evergreen AI, EVYRGREEN.com, Evergreen AI. So Evergreen AI, so if you go to newaicourse.com, it takes you to this page. And if you scroll down, we basically teach 9 different things that you can do with artificial intelligence. So we teach you how to brainstorm, because as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you need to learn how to brainstorm. We teach you how to research. You need to learn how to research. I mean, we have so many people. So right there, brainstorming. We teach you how to research. We teach you how to come up with strategies, identify your goals, the questions to ask, and being specific on how to develop a marketing strategy and a business strategy. We teach you how to summarize content, how to summarize YouTube videos, how to summarize conversations that you have with people using AI transcription. We teach you how to create content, whether it's blogging, articles, press releases, writing books or ebooks. We teach you how to be able to do it in a way where it doesn't sound robotic. We teach you how to create scripts, whether they're video scripts or cold calling scripts or messaging templates and scripts or email scripts. We literally teach you how to create those with artificial intelligence. We teach you how to create content calendars for LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We help you develop content. We help you keep your voice in social media by automatically editing videos. We teach you how to use AI to automatically edit your videos. You can take a YouTube video, drop it in the AI, and it'll slice it up into 1-minute videos for Instagram Reels and so on. We teach you how to craft email sequences automatically using Apollo and artificial intelligence. We teach you how to write letters to clients using AI. We teach you how to come up with poems, with love letters to your clients, with songs and music. And then we have over 24 tutorials on how to use tools to edit video, to create images, to create content, to transcribe audio. We literally teach you everything that you need to know in order for you to be successful with artificial intelligence. And so if you guys want to learn more, you can go to newaicourse.com and learn AI. The key is not to be overwhelmed, because you don't need to learn how to do everything in your business with AI. You just need to learn how to brainstorm, how to research, how to create strategies, how to summarize content. You just need to learn 6 or 7 different things. And if you learn those things, now you have a competitive advantage against your competitors. And if you use our tool, eviai.com, if you happen to be using LinkedIn, it'll help you be able to save so much time. With the amount of time that it would take 5 to 10 hours a week of work, we can get it down to 15 minutes a day. So you take your 10 hours of work and knock it down to 15 minutes a day, and you still get the same amount of exposure.
You know, I've been on LinkedIn for years. I post, my podcast up on LinkedIn, but I'm not really using it for much. I'm not really acquiring. It continues to grow, virally. People are, requesting to be in my network, et cetera. But I'm not turning it into a cash machine. How does your, I'm not really, even though I'm in the B2B space with marketingboost.com, how do you, quickly give me an idea, what would I be doing with your AI there to be turning the content that I write or the leads that the community on LinkedIn, and turn that into additional cash flow?
How many followers do you have on LinkedIn right now?
About 30, close to 4,000 probably.
Amazing. So number one is you want to expand your followers. Every connection that you get becomes a follower on LinkedIn. You can have up to 30,000 followers. So you can 10x your amount of followers you have just by sending customized connection requests. And our tool will customize the note to make it much more likely that somebody will accept your connection request. So once you understand your target market, you could use our tool to send people a note when you're connecting with them. And my recommendation is sending 100 to 200 new connection requests every single week. That's the minimum that you should be sending out. And if you customize it, many of those people will become followers. So now you're growing your followers. So that's one way. Every new follower needs a new direct message. When somebody connects with you, you want a direct message. What should you send them? Our tool will help you send them direct messages to welcome them in and to professionally let them know about your podcast and all that information. You also need to leave comments. If you have 3,000 connections, the way to stay top of mind with them is to leave comments on their posts. Only about 1% of those people are going to be posting. So if you only have 30 to 40 people posting and you stay top of mind with them, you'll not only be top of mind with them, but also all their connections as well, just by dropping a comment. And most people are afraid to comment because they don't know what to say. You drop an intelligent comment on their post, they will notice you. And then you can start conversations with them and build those relationships. And then if you're not posting on a regular basis, our tool will write posts for you. So you can write really intelligent posts on LinkedIn, and you don't have to worry about, hey, what should I write or how should I write it? Because the tool will do it for you in the way that is most compatible with LinkedIn's algorithm to maximum your exposure. So you have to write a hook, you have to write main points, you have to write a call to action, you have to use specific hashtags. And we already did all the research and fed it all into AI. So we gave it a very good mega prompt that will help it be able to write content based on who you are, based on your topics, and based on best practices for LinkedIn. Because like I said, we trained over 1,000 people on how to use LinkedIn. So posting for exposure, engaging for credibility, messaging to book meetings, and then expanding your connection requests. If you do those 4 things using our tool, you'll be much more successful. And as a bonus, if you optimize your LinkedIn profile using our tool and you start leaving recommendations for people using our tool, you're going to get a lot more exposure. If you optimize your profile with the right keywords in the right way, LinkedIn will show you to more people because lots of people are searching. There's almost 1 billion people on LinkedIn. If you also leave recommendations for some of your connections, did you know that every recommendation that you leave, if the person accepts it, it sits on their profile? So if you leave a recommendation for somebody that has a few thousand connections, like me, I have 40,000 followers. If you leave me a recommendation, now you're getting real estate on my profile. But often you won't know what to say. So after this program, you'll probably want to go to my profile after we connect. You press more, you press leave a recommendation. You use my tool, it'll write up the whole recommendation. So instead of wondering what to say or taking you 5, 10, 20 minutes to write up the recommendation, the tool writes it up for you. All you got to do is edit it and press post and you're done. And now you get real estate on my profile and you get real estate on all your connections profiles because the average person has less than 3 recommendations and LinkedIn shows 3 recommendations there. So those are 6 strategies you can use with our tool to help you monetize, get exposure, credibility, expand your network, and get more clients as a result of it. And our clients are turning this into revenue.
Wow. That's some great tips. I can't even write them all down here. Luckily, I've got this recorded so I can go back.
Yeah.
Folks, if you're
I'm
listening,
really excited about this. Yeah, as you can see, you can hear the passion in my voice. I'm really excited about this. If anybody wants to connect with me on LinkedIn, they could find me at joelinkedin.com. That's JOE LinkedIn.com. It takes you right to my profile. And, I just want to say that the secret to living is giving. I said this earlier, but the secret to living is giving. If you want to be successful, find a way to give to other people. For me, my mission is to make a difference for more people. If I can help 1,000 people, if I can impact 1,000 people, I'm very happy. But really, I just want to impact one person. I want to make a difference for you, the listener. If you're listening to this right now, I encourage you to download the tool for free. It sits on your Google Chrome as an extension. So it just sits right into LinkedIn. That's how you integrate it into LinkedIn. Download it from your laptop or your desktop and just get started and test it out. Open up a free account and start using it. And if you like it, Premium is very inexpensive right now, and it gives you unlimited access to unlimited AI. Most people out there are charging per word. We basically said we just want to give you unlimited. So use it as often as you want, and I'm just here to support you. So if you have any questions or you need anything, let me know what I can do for you. If you want an introduction, I make about 1,000 introductions a year to people in my network. So if you want to meet someone, just let me know who you want to meet. I'm happy to make an introduction. So yeah, I'm really excited that I got to share this. Thank you for giving me the floor to share, Marco. Really appreciate it and looking forward to listening to more.
Absolutely, Joe. Thank you for this. Don't go away. I'm going to have one more sponsor from automationbooster.com, and we'll be right back to wrap this up.
Is your business on autopilot yet? Do you have automation in place to capture, nurture, and convert prospects into clients via email, SMS, ringless voicemails, appointment setting? Get all the inbound and outbound marketing tools in one place. Go to marketing.Solutions.com for more on automating your business so you can make money while you sleep.
Welcome back to the Marketing Boost Solutions podcast. We've been having an amazing conversation about artificial intelligence, monetizing LinkedIn, finding a way to build and grow your community on LinkedIn using the artificial intelligence tools that Joe brings to the table. Joe, I know you've got a hard break here. You got to run off too. So, again, tell us where people can find you. Let me pull up share the screen one last time and look at some of your pages here. It was Evergreen AI, evergreen.com.
If you want our course, if you go to newaicourse.com, it takes you to evergreen.com/AI, just so that you remember. Newaicourse.com will take you to evergreen.com/AI. So it just makes it easy for people to remember. NEWAI course. And the other tool is EvyAI, EVYAI.com. EvyAI is our Chrome extension. And if you go to joelinkedin.com, JOE, LinkedIn.com, it takes you right to my LinkedIn profile. You can press the connect button, but make sure to leave a note so that I know that you heard me on this amazing podcast with Marco. And this way I know where you came from and I can accept it. I do have over 1,500 people waiting to connect with me, and I'm limited to who I can accept. So make sure to customize those notes so I know who you are, and I'll be much more likely to accept it. And of course, if you ever need me to drop a comment on any of your posts, hit me up. I'm always happy to drop a comment because it's really easy for me to use AI to drop comments.
Awesome, Joe. Thank you. You've been an amazing guest. Great ideas here to share it with our community. Folks, if you like the content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe below. And in the notes below, we've got all of the links to how to connect with Joe and, of course, with marketingboost.com. Thanks again, Joe. I look forward to working with you and learning more about your products. Thank you so very much.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Boost Solutions Podcast with your hosts, Captain Marco Torres. Now it's on you. Take the next step now. Go to marketingboostsolutions.com for more on how you can wow, delight, and surprise your clients with the most amazing draw card on the planet. So stay thirsty, my friends. Stay thirsty for knowledge. See you next time.